Hi, my name is Mike Whitmire, and the purpose of this video is to introduce you to our Galileo smartphone adapter. This gadget here is going to enable you to take that smartphone that you're already familiar with, that you already take videos and pictures with. You're going to be able to hook it up to your telescope and take pictures of what you're looking at through your telescope. Also, we're going to show you how to hook this up so you can navigate what you're looking at up there in the sky in real time by using any number of free apps available to you on the internet. So let's get started. Okay, on your page of how to use your GSPA smartphone adapter, I'm going to walk you through the three control knobs that will enable you to adapt the smartphone to your specific telescope. Okay, knob A, what this is used for is this is what's going to actually fit your SPA to your telescope focuser and or eyepiece. As you can see, by turning it left or right, you can open the fitting or you can tighten it. But this is what's going to go around the focuser and or the eyepiece depending on what function you're using the smartphone adapter in. Knob B is this one right here. And what this does is this will enable you to fit your smartphone. So depending on what kind of smartphone you have, you simply put it in here like this, and then you tighten knob B to fit whatever specific smartphone you may have. Knob C is this guy back here. And what this does, this enables you to move your cell phone up and down on the cell phone adapter. So by adjusting knob A to fit the focuser, knob B to fit the phone, and knob C to position your phone over the eyepiece for photographic purposes, that's what these three knobs do. Okay, setting up for photography and video use, the first thing you want to do is make sure that your eyepiece is firmly set in your focuser. So put it in there and snug that connecting knob down nice and smooth. Don't over tighten it, just make sure it's nice and sturdy. Okay, the next step you want to do is you want to take your smartphone adapter. This is where knob A comes into play. You simply put it around the eyepiece like this, and then you snug it with knob A. So you tighten the smartphone adapter around the eyepiece. Make sure, don't over tighten it, but make sure it's nice and secure so your phone will fit in there securely as well. Now that we have the smartphone adapter securely attached to the eyepiece, the next step we want to do is take our smartphone and put it on the adapter. Make sure that the screen of your smartphone is facing you. Simply go down here and with knob B, adjust the opening wide enough or narrow to where your smartphone is securely attached to the smartphone adapter. Don't over tighten it. Okay, now that we've got the SPA attached to the telescope and the smartphone attached to the SPA, now we're going to go to the next step, which is aligning your camera lens to the telescope eyepiece. And this is where the fun begins, where you can start imaging. So the first thing you want to do is figure out where the camera lens is on your camera. Is it in the middle? Is it on the left? Is it on the right? Where is it? Because that has to be centered here on your eyepiece. On this particular phone, it's on the right-hand side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen knob C. I'm going to slide the phone up here and maybe rotate it to the left until I start to see that image come in. So you rotate it back and forth, and once you see that image come in, then you tighten knob C. Now, you may have to adjust the eye relief of the camera and the telescope lens. So if that's necessary, simply loosen knob A and slide the smartphone adapter in or out until you're at the right eye relief. But what you want to do is you want to be able to see the full circle of the image in your smartphone, and that's easy to do, but it's going to take some patience, and but once you get there, it's worth it. Okay, this segment is to show you how to use the smartphone adapter for navigation, real-time navigation. This particular portion refers to a refractor telescope. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take your knob A and you want to make this opening rather wide. Then you want to take and you want to place it over the focusing tube like this, and then snug it up, just as we're doing here, until it's nice and secure on the focusing tube. Now, as you can see, I'm real close to the end of the optical tube assembly, but that's okay because this is where you want it to be. So just snug that up and make sure it's nice and secure, just like that. Okay, before you hook your smartphone up to your refracting telescope, you want to download any number of free apps, of navigation apps that are available on the web for your use. We have a listing of them in the instructions, and you can choose whichever one you like best. But as you can see, this is all real time as we move around. Okay, so what you want to do now is you want to take your smartphone and you want to put it in your adapter just like this and tighten it down. Make sure that the screen is facing you. Okay, now we're ready to go. We've got the free app loaded into the smartphone. We have the smartphone set on the refracting telescope, and as you know, this is the eyepiece you look through. So as you move your telescope through the sky, you can see that this app will tell you what's up there, whether you go up or you go dark or you go down. But how cool is that, where you can actually know in real time what your telescope is looking at, and if you wonder what's up there, your app's going to tell you.